What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. So I guess they're back, or at least they're publishing a video like every 8 months, and I am here for it. Today we have Tom Cruise versus Evel Knievel. I guess they kind of, I mean, he is Maverick after all. They kind of different, but kind of together somehow. All right, let's check this out. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you have a reaction request, don't hesitate to go to my coffee page or Patreon. It helps out a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on, and let's go. Oh.
I'm Evel Knievel, one hell of a daredevil. Takes more than Scientology to stunt on my level. No one's got a bigger need for speed than me. Your best movie's you getting killed repeatedly. You're the tiniest action star I've seen. Need an IMAX just so we can spot you on the screen. As an actor, you'll never be one of the greats. You're middle of the road like that tooth in your face. Clench your jaw, whisper intensely. Run, there I just dissed all your characters. Done, on the bike and the mic, I'm a better double feature. Beating me's a bigger reach than you with Jack Reacher. Ready? I was born on the 4th of July. Woo! You're just red, white, and bruised. You talk a lot of shit, but here's the truth. You can't handle the cruise. Your star-spangled suit insults our country. I look more dignified sliding in my undies. Flat you let my hands when I run. I don't need a precog to see your future. You got none. You did a lot of jumps, rarely landed one. I should have called that the Snake River can't done. You beat an unarmed man with a bat. I play lawyers, but I can't defend that. If I were you, I'd quit giving acting reviews. You got tricked by a cop playing a prostitute. You're a drunk stunt monkey and your son followed suit. And you both crashed down and got buried.
What? Acting reviews?
I play lawyers, but I can't defend that. If I were you, I quit giving acting reviews. You got tricked by a cop playing a prostitute.
Did he do that?
Stunt monkey and your son followed suit. And you both crashed down and got buried in nukes. I see what you did, man. You wanna talk about wives and kids, man? I jumped 14 buses, but you know what's farther. The distance Katie Holmes keeps you from your daughter. You pray to aliens, Tom, that ain't right. Look at the vampires, you need to interview Christ. Grab your safety wire, you're gonna need to be held. Cause just like Ron Hubbard, you're taking the L. No one even knows who you are anymore. I'm above you when I'm dangling an inch off the floor. I'll pop you harder than you pop pills. Your one-trick jackass hit Johnny Knoxville. All you're popping is your lips from the filler you inject. I've been snapping on you like Goose's neck. Your rapping is worse than the Mummy in 3D. Like a dry hand job, you don't complete me. The only stunt of yours people boast about is your psycho jump up on Oprah's couch. So just remember who's a legend when you're stepping to me. Even Rain Man knows you're getting beat. Definitely. Oprah? I'd give it Queen Latifah. It's just another day on the Burj Khalifa. Yes, I grew up with your stunt cycle toy. I've been pushing you around since I was a little boy. You ended up a bankrupt crash test dummy. Show me the money! I'll beat you anywhere, anytime, anyplace. So grab your shattered femur and literally fuck your own face!
Oh, what do we have here? Live concerts 2026, the current year. September 9th, Portland, Vancouver, none in Boston. Disappointing. Okay. So clearly they have evolved. I used to check this out when I was back in high school, 2012, 13. And I see that now they're doing live shows. They're, you know, not publishing as much. They've been successful, so they're kind of moving on to bigger and better things. But it's always cool to bring it back, right? Get these videos out like what they used to do and do the comparisons. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed, and I have a link of the original video down in the description below. So what do I think about this? Man, it's kind of short. I wish it was longer. That's what she said. But I understand like how much work goes into a video like this one. Just like every second, right? It's stuff like you have to do in the background, the lines, the bars, the different shots to make it interesting, etc. So who do I think won? See, Tom Cruise here in the battle that we just watched, I think he was trying too hard. He came off as like, oh, he's overly aggressive, which he kind of tends to do in his acting, right? He's like, he's kind of losing his shit and stuff. Whereas Evel Knievel, kind of more laid back, like he didn't need to prove himself. And in terms of who's more legendary, I would give it to Evel Knievel. The thing that they both have in common here that now I'm just like clicking is that they both do stunts. They're both action figures in a sense. But, and as one of the lines said over here, right here, it's just another day on the Burj Khalifa. I grew up with your stunt cycle toy. Tom Cruise grew up already knowing Evel Knievel. Was probably inspired by him in some of his acting, right? And so it's hard to compare different generations because the one that came before is for the most part always going to be like at the top, even for that person that they're, being paired up against. I'll give you an example. You put Elvis Presley versus the Beatles, both gigantic, both literally at the top, but the Beatles were fans of Elvis. So I don't think in any battle you're gonna see it as like the Beatles are like kids next to Elvis, and then everyone else is gonna be kids next to the Beatles, right? Even like Michael Jackson is gonna be a kid, and then all the people that were in The Weeknd is gonna be a kid next to Michael Jackson, etc. So I think in terms of like historic value, Evel Knievel, takes the cake. He's at the top, and he did this before, like in a time when you weren't getting recognized enough monetary, right? Tom Cruise, super wealthy, super successful, known in Hollywood as like one A-list, right, celebrity. And so in compensation, he has a ton of money, tons of, whatever, deals, sponsors, whatever. Evel Knievel, back in the day, it's like you used to do this for the love of the sport. It's not like you were trying to be a millionaire. So it was in his DNA, right? I don't know how wealthy he ended up being, but not nearly as much as Tom Cruise, even though he was putting his body through a lot more, right? Literally broken bones and all those stunts that were absolutely insane with less security and safety measures than Tom Cruise. I don't know why I'm like dissecting this all the way, but let's see what the people are saying. ERB is like Christmas, only happens once a year. This is what I'm saying. I guess we got Christmas in August this year. The Three Stooges versus the Three Musketeers. Now that could be an interesting one. Huh. Okay. Even though, again, those are very different time periods, but they're also very different crews. That was an incredible cruise. And yeah, actually, thanks for reminding me, Comment. The Tom voice was pretty close. I think that's how he talks, whereas like Evel Knievel, they're kind of doing like the exaggerated thing. I don't know how he talked. Maybe most people don't, right? Because you know him for his figure, his physical appearance. But Tom Cruise, we kind of have repertoire on how he talks. So I think they were pretty close, and the look as well, right? Well, you had the hair, the sunglasses. Evel Knievel did make a point about his height at the beginning, how he's like small, he's mini-sized. I think Tom Cruise is like 5'8" or 5'7". However, I don't think Evel Knievel was that much taller. So let me do some research here to decipher this. Height. Oh, 6 feet tall. Okay. No, well, in comparison, noticeably taller than Tom Cruise. And what is Tom Cruise's actual height? Is it 5'7" without the stilts? It's approximately 5'7" inches to 5 feet 7 3/4 inches tall. So I am, I am slightly taller than Tom Cruise, and that's fine. All right, thank you guys for watching. If you have suggestions, please comment down below, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.